my name is Parveen and today I'm going to share with you how to make amazing tasting tandoori pan fried chicken from the Omani spice box. This recipe is so simple and so easy, and I promise you once you've cooked it once you will carry on cooking it again and again. Very few ingredients needed, quite low in calories and very good for you. Okay, so let's go to the ingredients. Here I have a fillet of chicken breast. And what we have to do is slice that into thin medallions, so we'll do that now. Okay, nice sharp knife, and I want you to slice very thinly. Look at about 1 centimetre, so you have thin medallions. So as I'm cutting the chicken, I'm finding myself thinking back to when I was pregnant, and I used to hate the feel of raw meat. But don't be frightened of raw meat, and if you don't like the feel of it, just wear gloves, because I used to cut raw meat wearing gloves. Anyway, I digress. Going back to the recipe, this is a very firm favourite of, again, my boys who like their protein because they're always working out at the gym. It's virtually fat-free, very tasty and very simple. And I promise you, once you've cooked the tandoori chicken from my spice box, you will just cook it again and again and again. If you want to trim off the fat, there's a little bit of fat there, that's fine. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. All adds to the flavour. Okay, so that's the chicken done. I'm going to make the marinade now. Just wash my hands first. Okay, so in a clean white bowl, I'm going to just quickly make the marinade. Just use about 2 to 3 teaspoons of yogurt. It can be a plain yogurt, a low-fat yogurt, Greek yogurt, it doesn't really matter. So all the yogurt is doing is behaving and acting as a carrier for all the spices. In that goes the Omani spice bag for tandoori chicken. There we are. Then we're going to add salt for taste, and like I said before, if you want, you need about a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon and a half. If you don't add the salt, you won't taste the chilli. The chilli will be too raw. You need the salt to counterbalance the sharpness of the chilli. Then I'm going to use some fresh lemon juice, and what that does is just the acidity of the lemon acts as a tenderizer of the chicken, cuts through the meat and helps the cooking process. Give that a stir, and then all we have is, you can see, a lovely red. There's not a lot of marrow in there, you may think, you may notice, but that's all we need to coat the chicken. And you smell those spices. Add the chicken and give it a good stir. I'm just going to use my hands, it's just easier. Okay, in with my hands and coat all the chicken pieces in that lovely yogurty spicy marinade. And speaking of marinade, I get many questions and emails about how long should I marinate. Is it overnight? Is it 3 hours? Is it 4 hours? I'll tell you a little secret. It's only 10 minutes. So marinate the chicken, leave that to one side, and what I will normally do if I'm cooking is leave that to one side and quickly make a quick salad. And I like to dress my salad with lemon and coriander, a tiny bit of salt, works a treat. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes now, and I'm happy that the marinade is sort of infused enough into the chicken. So on your hob, a nice hot hob, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. And like I said before, if you are worried about the calories and you want to have some low fat, you can buy those super duper ceramic pans. I look at like a little oil for flavour. I'm going to use my hands. You don't have to use your hands, you can use a fork or tongs or whatever you prefer. I'm just going to place the chicken into the pan as flat as I can. Okay, so the pan is nice and hot now, and you want the heat so to seal the meat immediately as you put it in. I'm going to put in about 6 or 7 pieces depending on how they fit. You can hear the sizzle. Lovely. Just smells amazing. Be very, very careful of the heat. Obviously, I've got asbestos pans, and I've been cooking for at least 10 years, more like 30. Okay, so you can smell that. I just wish we had smell-o-vision. I think that's enough now. Okay, so what you can see if you look very closely is the chicken becomes translucent. If you look halfway up, and when it's halfway up, you're looking, and then you can turn it over. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm just going to use a fork and my hands. You can use a fish slice or whatever you're comfortable with. It's not a competition. There we are. You can see that it's coloured beautifully. I'm happy with that. Okay, so the chicken smells lovely. I really wish we had smell-o-vision. You can smell it. This is a very versatile recipe, and I find that I cook it very often for my children, especially when I'm busy and I've got a busy day at work. So what I do is I just make the chicken and I can just pop it in the freezer. Take it out of the freezer and 2 minutes on high in the microwave and you've got pan-fried tandoori chicken. Or you can freeze it, once you marinate it you can freeze it, take it out and cook it fresh again. It just works a treat, such a versatile recipe. Okay, so just turn it over and that just smells delicious. You want to check if the chicken's cooked, just cut through the chicken and if it's not pink then you know it's cooked. It should be white, so looking at that, that looks cooked to me. Okay, I'm just going to use a fork and there we have it, pan-fried tandoori chicken. Gorgeous.